Who is problem framing for? Who benefits most from learning and applying this approach? The answer is problem framing is for product managers and corporate innovators, especially those working in innovation. But really, it's for anyone responsible for building and bringing a product to market. If that's you, this approach can help you immensely. Let's talk more about product managers and innovation managers. These two roles operate between exploration and exploitation. They're constantly balancing the need to explore new opportunities while also delivering value through execution. Innovation managers lead more toward exploration. They focus on discovering new opportunities and creating value. Product managers, on the other hand, lean slightly more towards exploitation because they are responsible for building and delivering the product. But despite these slight differences, they share the same core goals: product growth, creating new value propositions, and driving innovation, ideally customer centric innovation. To achieve these goals, both product and innovation managers need to create a clear, actionable product roadmap. This roadmap should align the strategic objectives, deliver value to customers, and set the stage for sustainable growth of the product. But building this roadmap involves interacting with a variety of stakeholders, including your C suite, sales, marketing, and customer success teams. But it doesn't stop there. You also need to work with your customers and collaborate closely with your product teams to make this happen. But this road isn't smooth. Far from that. It's actually quite a bumpy road. For example, your C suite, the most senior decision makers in your organization, often we call hippos, highest paid person's opinion, have their own ideas, opinions, or complaints. They push their requests onto you, influencing your roadmap in ways that may not align with the product strategy or with what you actually want to build. Sales team often take a sales first approach. They may prioritize closing deals over long term product strategy, pushing you to add features or changes that directly support their immediate needs. Marketing teams can overpromise what the product delivers. They might create expectations in the market that don't match what the product can currently do, leaving you to deal with the fallout. Customers themselves are constantly changing. New behaviors, trends, and segments emerge, introducing challenges as you try to keep up with these evolving needs and stay ahead of them. Your customer success team might not have the most robust practices for gathering insights, or there might not be direct access to customers at all. In some organization, access to customers is even intentionally blocked. There are gatekeepers, which adds another layer of complexity to your job. And not lastly, your product teams can also have conflicting priorities. Engineers may favor a tech first approach, prioritizing feasibility and scalability, while designers advocate for user centricity and a design led methodology. And you'll find yourself in the middle. All of these challenges, all of these bumps in the roads stem from larger organizational issues: hierarchical structures, siloed functions, unclear product vision and strategy, and overly formal processes that lack flexibility. Not only these challenges originate from these factors, but they're even amplified by them. So, navigating this environment to secure the buy in from your stakeholders for your product roadmap becomes a slow and difficult process, but it's a necessary one. Without stakeholder alignment, without their approval, your roadmap cannot move forward. So, how do product and innovation managers try to achieve their goals today? The typical workflow looks something like this. You, as a product manager, identify a problem, define hypotheses, and start gathering supporting data. This part is fulfilling, it's what you do best, and you're leading the charge, you're in control. Maybe you even have fun doing this. But then you need to involve stakeholders. You'll begin holding one on one meetings to gather input and align on the problem. Eventually, you call a larger group meeting to get everyone's approval and buy in. But during these meetings, what happens? New stakeholders might show up, introducing unexpected perspectives or conflicting ideas. This forces you to revisit your plans, incorporate new feedback, and repeat this process until there is agreement on what to build and why. And that's something that you do with a lot of effort and also a lot of convincing and compromising. This process varies from one organization to another, but the core struggle remains the same: getting stakeholders aligned and secure their buy in for the product roadmap. So, why is alignment and buy in so hard? Let's break it down into the main reasons, some internal to product managers and some external outside factors. Part of the issue lies with the product managers themselves. Some rely too heavily on assumptions and on their past experience instead of conducting thorough discovery. Others may not effectively extract and prepare insights from research, which undermines their ability to make a strong case for their ideas. Another major issue is siloed stakeholders. Endless meetings are required to gather input and reach some form of agreement. This not only consumes time and energy, but also slows down the progress significantly. And then this is a big one. Product managers typically excel at building and delivering products. That's where they feel in their element. But when it comes to facilitating decision making, many product managers lack the skills or a structured process needed to align stakeholders effectively. Without facilitation skills, the default approach is traditional meetings, which, as we know, as we discussed, can be very inefficient and very unstructured. This is where personal traits come to play. For instance, product managers with business backgrounds or extroverted personalities might navigate these stakeholder meetings and interactions more confidently. They may have strong presentation skills or be more accustomed to staying in front of the room, advocating for their ideas in front of senior leaders. But what about product managers who come from technical backgrounds? Many in this group aren't as experienced in stakeholder interaction, particularly with senior decision makers. For them, these scenarios can feel very intimidating, and there is a real risk of being pushed over or sidelined during these critical discussions and decisions. Facilitating alignment is not easy, especially without a clear process or the confidence to manage these dynamics effectively. This gap means that many product managers will struggle to stand their ground and guide their stakeholders towards the best outcomes. With problem framing, you can break these silos. You bring all the key stakeholders together in one room, aligning them on how to make decisions collaboratively and efficiently. Problem framing also equips you with a clear, repeatable process for facilitating decision making. It replaces endless meetings with a structured approach that works time and time again, helping you solve the biggest struggle: aligning stakeholders and defining the right problems to work on.